Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 4 of our Clone Wars mock building series. If you saw the last episode, we did a ton of work on the Droid base. But today we're going to take a bit of a break from that and work over here in building a rock face. If you see on the micro build we have, we want it kind of in the corner here. And what we decided after a recent trip to the Lego store and the pick-a-brick wall is that we can add a waterfall and a stream coming out of there with these trans blue cheese slope pieces. Another thing we got from the pick-a-brick wall were these two types of tiles, and we got like a whole cup of them. So we're gonna cover this whole area in, make it sort of like a cobblestone like pattern. So we'll see how that comes along. Anyways, we'll get to some time lapse and talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, it's been a couple hours of building and we've done a bunch of this cobblestone type pattern. And if you see these studs here and they're bothering you, have no fear because they're going to be covered with minifigures. Another thing we did is make these little shrubs with these pieces we found on the pick-a-brick wall. And I think they kind of match the purple leaves in the trees in that sort of way. So we're going to be adding a bunch of these just to sort of fill in the gaps once we get onto the foresty areas. Now the path that we made continues onto this little security tower here, and we're going to finish up the rock work and cover this in foliage too. So it's all coming out really nicely. Now you see the waterfall over here. That's also coming together pretty well. It's sort of cascading down that rock face, and we're going to cover them in these trans blue cheese slopes, all these blue plates, and it's going to run all the way over here. Obviously we're going to fill this in with foliage as well, as best we can. So anyways, we're going to keep building and we'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, that wraps up the progress we're going to get done for episode 4. Now, the original plan was to have a gray rock face there in the back, but because we were low on the gray slopes, we opted to do this little security tower instead, and honestly, I think it turned out a lot better than it would have, so I'm glad we went that route. Now, the tiling work and the flower beds have quickly become my favorite part of the mock. I think they are perfect. There's no studs showing on the base plate or anything, and everything's covered up, and it just looks full, and that's how we want the whole mock to look eventually. Now in episode 5 we're going to be doing a lot of work around the riverbed there, so it's going to be a lot of work in itself, but we're excited to get it done. Anyways, if you like the video, maybe give it a like and consider subscribing. See you guys.